Name is Phyllis Nash, and I am your Chief Sales Officer here at Wakana and one of the 4 co-founders. Always excited to be here, always to bring up our next speaker who was a stranger maybe a little over 3 years ago, but became a friend and a business partner and definitely now family. I truly feel that way. And she has done so much to impress and impart on my life with her words of wisdom every Thursday morning, not just every Thursday morning, but I love her humor. I love her spirit. And it would be none other than our own president, acting CFO, Dr. Patricia Van Pelt. And guys, this is a third-term state senator, soon to be fourth. And we are so proud of all the accomplishments that she has made for us in our community. And so without further ado, are you out there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. The phenomenal Phyllis Nash strikes again. We're going into we passed 2 years, so we're going into the third year, and Phyllis is still holding this thing down. I'm telling you, this is just a blessing from heaven to get somebody like this. And some of you all know that you need to step up to the plate too, right? To do what you can do right now and this time for Wakana, because Wakana is a dynamic company. I mean, in other words, when I'm saying dynamic, I mean it is alive. It is a company that's moving. It is a company that's growing. It's not a company that's stagnant. It's constantly developing, growing, and flexing its muscles around the country and around the world. So I'm excited about being a part of it. And again, I'm Dr. Patricia Van Pelt Scott, and this is my alarm telling me to get on with you all, and I'm already on. Okay. This is Dr. Pat Van Pelt Scott, and I am the president of Wakana. I am also one of the co-founders, and today is Wake Up Wealthy Now. Now, that's what we're going to talk about today, waking up wealthy right now. You know, I want to share something with you. Yeah, I got it right here. This stood out to me. This is on another subject, but I was at this event where all of these heavy thinkers into technology and crypto, they were there. It's about maybe 200 of them all together. And I met with one of the guys. And I heard him because I heard his speech, and his speech was impressive to me because he was talking about this new software. Well, it's not software. It's like a metaverse that he created. It's like a place where if you want to have a grand opening, you could do your grand opening in a metaverse instead of in a physical house. So you would be there, all your guests would come in. It's like a room. They could walk around, they could look at your products, and also they could buy your products. They could hear you speak because you're the speaker. You know, each one of you all have your own avatar. You know who each other is, and you could just move around there. It's like a room that's your own, but it's all in a alternative, reality. So it's a reality, but it's alternative. And one of the things he said, I am living so far out into the future that I must, he said, that's why I surround myself with people that can bring the present to my world. He said, I need them to bring the present to my world because I'm not going where they are. He said, I need them to come to where I am because I'm living way out in the future. And he said, I'm creating something that's bigger than I can explain. I can explain all the parts of it right now because what they were saying was, let me just give you a little clarity around it. They were asking, one of the people had asked him, well, what about the law? What about, these infringement laws? And if you're using this stuff, won't you be infringing on other people's patents? I mean, not their patents, but their trademarks and things like that, and their logo and on their intellectual property. And he said, you know what? I don't think about that. He said, I'm living so far out in the future. That's why I surround myself with people that can bring the present into my world. This is what I want to do. And I need people to bring the present into my world. And you know what? I feel like that's what Phyllis does. She brings the present into our world. She brings us, because we're trying to achieve something, right? We're trying to accomplish something. We're trying to do something that most of us never did before. But we're trying because we felt an unction inside, an unction, and made us believe that yes, this is the thing we should do. Yes, we should move forward. Yes, this should happen. But we don't know how to bring it into the present world. And I feel like that Phyllis is that person that goes out and pulls what you desire and what exists right now into your present so that you can begin to use that to move into the future that you live in, that you have in your mind, that you want to achieve, things you want to achieve. Because this guy could want to achieve all kinds of things, but he's not going to be able to achieve it if he doesn't have somebody that can help make the connections between what he wants and where he is, right? So that's what I feel like Phyllis is doing. She's bringing this connection to us, all of us, to connect us with what we really want. She's like the bridge. She's that person that's pulling us across to the other side. She is a midwife. And I mean, that is phenomenal. And I just really appreciate her. And I just want to inspire every single one to make sure that we're praying for Phyllis, because Phyllis is giving, she's putting it all on the field. She's putting everything on the field. You know, sometimes I listen to the guys when they have a football game and they just telling the quarterback what to do, they telling the running back what to do, they telling the coach what to do, and they just screaming and howling like, "Yeah, it's over, forget it. You don't know what you're doing. I'm telling you what to do. You need to do this. Y'all need to do this." They have all these things they're telling the team while they sit in the bleachers, right? And while the athletes are out there or the gladiators are out there in the field, but they're a spectator. They're not a gladiator. And they're telling everybody else what to do. But, you know, the thing is, Phyllis is not doing that because she's out there. She's a gladiator, too. I mean, this is phenomenal what we have. And when we look back over what happened with Wakana over the years, when we get into the future and look back, you're going to see this woman played the most major part in helping people get from where they are to where they need to be. Because every person that has excelled here has been taught by Phyllis. So, I mean, that's powerful. So I just wanted to say that about her and to encourage you to lift her up and just, you know, just be a strength to her, be a help to her, be an armor bearer to her, learn what she's teaching and also do what she's teaching so you can teach others. Now let me get to what I want to talk about. All right. So, and that's going to help us wake up wealthy right there too. The fact that we can see somebody just going somewhere and doing something, creating something.
Stop making me cry. I'm serious about that. Thank you very much. Oh my God.
You deserve it. That's what's happening. I mean, a lot of us got dreams inside of us, right? But dreams come true. Yes, they do. But you got to get there. You got to meet yourself at that appointment. You see yourself. You see your appointment out. I'm going to be successful and it's going to happen. I'm going to hit this level of success, whatever, because you're already successful. You're here. Okay. That tells me if you hear that you already had a mindset and you already successful, but you got a point in the future that you see yourself getting there. I see myself achieving that goal. Phyllis is going to be there all the way. Okay. All the way. She's going to be right there. And man, I tell you, ain't nothing like having somebody right there. I woke up early. Let me tell you what I want to tell y'all right quick for Wakana. Then I want to tell y'all this little what happened with me the other day when I got up. So I wanted to mention to you today. This is what I received to share with you today, because I pray about what I shared with Wakana. I don't just come up here and just start talking. Okay, so because I don't want to just say anything. But this is what I have for you, and that is start off with what you have. Okay. Sometimes we're trying to achieve something, but we don't use what we have. We want to throw the things we have away and start over. Well, I need all new people because everybody I know don't, they don't have the right mind. They're not, whatever we say about all the people we got. But start off with the people you have. And maybe you got to start off with a group of people that you know in another state. Say, well, I know 6 people in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I know 6 people there in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And maybe you should start off thinking about where is there a cluster of people that you can talk to. And the thing is, when you contact them, now get this, when you contact them, you're not trying to sell them your products, okay? You're trying to let them know that you care about the way they feel and the way they're able to function and how they're able to move about, that you care about that. Because they've always been a person that cared about people, or they always loved they be out with their grandkids. They love to do things that we cannot do anymore because our body hurts, right? So if you make them understand that you care about where they are and what they want, and then let them know what you've been using and how it's helped you, and then tell the story of just a couple of people that you know besides yourself that have had this experience too. I mean, you can use some testimonies from right here in this room. Share that with them and get them to buy your product. People are not interested in they're not interested in products. It's thousands of products. They're interested in who cares about them. That's what they want to know. Do you care about me? And am I going to win? I mean, if I use this, am I going to succeed? Because I'm going to give you another example. Well, I hold that for later. But anyway, I just want to drive that home. We only got 4 minutes. I want to tell you something else too. I wanted to drive that home. Use what you have. Don't keep thinking you got to throw everything away and you got to meet other people. And you do have to meet other people, but don't throw away the gold mine that you have. You just got to reach out to them in the right way. You can't leave with your products. You can't. How you doing? Okay, that's good. Now I want you to know. I have. You don't want to do that. You want to know what they're doing now, what's happening, and how are they able to get around? Because so many people are in so much pain. A lot of people, you ask them if they have any pain, they're going to say no. You know why? Because they're used to living with it. And then if you continue to talk to them and you say something about, well, how does your shoulder feel? How does your back feel? How does your hip feel? Your knee? Oh yeah, my knee hurts all the time. I mean, that hurts all the time. But if you ask them, are you in pain? They're going to say no, because they've gotten used to living with that pain, and it has limited their mobility. That's what was happening to me. My mobility was limited. That's why when I talked to Dr. Rita, when I finally found out how good the products were, and I went back to Dr. Rita. I was like, where are those products? Because there's so much stuff out there. You don't know if the stuff works or not. I didn't know if CBD worked. I had never even heard in CBD 4 years ago. And when I found out it was going to let me be able to walk without a cane and without pain, man, I was all over that, because I was sitting in the Senate chamber, and maybe I made a mistake and left my lunch in the car. I would not go out and get that lunch. You know why? Because it hurt. It hurt, and I didn't want to hurt unless I had to hurt. So that means I would sit down, I'm gonna order something, have them deliver something, get somebody to go downstairs and get it from the delivery person, instead of getting the food I had in my car, because it was painful. And so what happens is we limit our mobility, and we say, well, I just don't want to go downstairs. When in reality, it's not that you don't want to go downstairs. It's just that you hurt, right? Well, people are hurting all over this nation. They're suffering all over the country. The vast majority of adults that are past anywhere, 40 and beyond, the vast majority of them are in pain. The vast majority. So we know we got something. Use the gold mine that you're sitting on. So that's my message to you. Use the gold mine that you're sitting on and show people that you care, because that's what they buy. They buy that. They're going to buy the care they can get from you. People don't, even with proposals, when I was running a nonprofit, people don't fund proposals. You can write 1,000 proposals. People don't fund proposals. They fund people. Right? They want to know you care, and that this thing is important to you, and that you can accomplish it. That's the thing. Now, so that's the message for today. Use the gold mine that you're sitting on. Maybe you should look in another state. Maybe you can, those people might be the right ones, and you can talk it through. Who's suffering in pain now like this, that and talk to them. Okay, now I want to tell y'all what happened. The other day I got up. I had so many complicated things to deal with. Complicated. I mean, it's complex. And it was like all balled up, like some yarn that got tangled up. And I was trying to figure out what to do. So I said, you know what? I'm going to get up early in the morning, and I'm going to own my morning. And I'm going to deal with this. So I got up at 3:30 in the morning. And I began to think about the things I needed to get answers on. They were all different, 4 different things. All of them were major. And I said, but before I do that, let me think about what I'm grateful for. And I start thinking about the things I was grateful for. And what was on the top of my list was health. You know, that goes right back to Wakana. I'm on a raw diet. I'm on day number 17 now, I think. Whatever. Let's see, some day number, day number 17 of the raw diet. I'm not in pain. My hips don't hurt. My back doesn't hurt. My feet and hands are not burning. That was the number one thing on my list was health. And then I said, what do I have as a result of health? I have health. I have the ability to function, to walk around, to do things I couldn't do before. And that's more precious than anything else I could put on this list. I got wealth on there. I got love. I got family, all that on the list. But you know what? Nothing is more important. Nothing is more valuable to me than my health. So if you talk to professional people, that's going to be the number one thing for them too, is if their health is lined up. So I want to inspire you to reach out to somebody today. Go down and dig down in that gold mine and get you a crop of people in one state or one city, one location or one group. It could be one group of people that's a part of one group or one group, and then get in touch with those people and let them see your care and concern, because if they could function better, their life would be better. And if their life is better, these people could help other people's lives be better. So with that, I'm going to let you go. And I want you to spend this day knowing that everything you need is already within your grasp. And you know what? You're going to get it. All right. This is Dr. Patricia Van Pelt Scott. I'm always going to be inspiring you to rise to purpose. And I want you to have a Wakana kind of day. Bye now.